I would just like to share the disclaimer screen really quickly, and then we can hop right into our time together today. Excellent. Thank you so much for your patience on that. So welcome everyone. My name is Melissa, and today I'll be leading you through chair yoga. We will practice together for 30 minutes. Just as a reminder, listen to your body. If any of the stretches are not working for you, you can always skip them, come on out and modify. So as we begin today, let's find a comfortable seated position. And you may want to scoot towards the edge of the seat just a little bit, just to help elongate your spine and to engage your core. We'll take a moment here, just feel some mindfulness enter the moment. Feel your feet grounded and planted. Feel your heels in line with your knees. Feel your knees in line with your hips. And then feel that the shoulders are over the hips. We just don't want to be leaning forward or back too much. Try to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Create a neutral chin, lengthen the back of your neck, and then reach and stretch through the crown of your head. Give yourself a moment here to drop into your breath. Observe the rise, observe the fall of the breath. Lengthen the breath as you inhale. Lengthen the breath as you exhale. And then maybe encouraging your exhale to be a little bit longer than the inhale. And then as you're breathing here, if you'd like, you can set an intention for your practice. So that's just kind of a little goal, and that might be to release wrist tension, to give yourself the time to practice some self-care. So it can be anything you'd like. It's always nice to just have a little focal point. Let's take a moment to drop our chin into the chest, lengthen the back of the neck, and then gently relaxing your head back. So we're just going to gaze right on up towards the sky. Chin to your chest, gently relaxing your head, and then let your head float back on up. And then let's begin to just move forward and back for a moment. Come into a neutral spine here. Right ear to the right shoulder. Back to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Back to center. And then side to side. So just work with this nice little neck flow. I know probably a really common complaint is the neck gets really stressed out through the day from, being on the phone and being at the computer. So this just will really be great for rejuvenating the neck. Let's take a neutral neck. We're going to look off the right shoulder. So give yourself a little bit of a twist and a neck release. Come back to center to lengthen and release to the other side. And then let's just flow side to side here. And then back onto the neutral. Let's begin to send the chin forward. So just kind of jutting this chin forward, and then we're going to pull the chin back and then send it forward and draw your chin back. Great. Let's come into neutral neck here. We're just going to do a little circle out just to kind of smooth all of those movements together. And then other direction. And then back into neutral. Great. Let's take our right hand for our left knee. Left hand sweeps up and over, bringing you into a little side stretch. And then just roll that right shoulder under, left shoulder open, and feel that the heart is shining up towards the sky. Coming into a neutral spine here. Let's take that left hand to the right knee. Arms will be crossed, your chin to your chest as you exhale. So really rounding your back. Imagine you could create space between the shoulder blades. Keep your left hand where it is. The right hand reaches up and over. Give yourself that nice full breath in and out. And then back on through to neutral. Let's take our right hand for our left knee and chin to chest. Exhale. Hands release out to the sides of the room. Let's take a nice deep full breath in here. Hands reach and stretch up. Hands at prayer and hands to the heart. Breathe in. We're going to sweep our hands up. Exhale, release. And 3 more times with your breath. Hands can move into the heart space in prayer. Let's take our fingertips to the sky. Let your arms sweep out and around. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times here. Great. Let's take our hands into the heart space in prayer. We'll draw our chin to our chest on the exhale, round your back. And then let's open up the hands out to the sides of the room. Give yourself a nice little back bend here. Chin to your chest. Offer that little round of your back bend. Heart floats forward. Open into that nice back bend. Move with your breath here. So we're just going to float to the rise and the fall of your breath. Lengthen as you inhale. Lengthen as you exhale. As you inhale, let your shoulders relax from your ears. We'll create that space between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. And then on the exhale, really round through your back. So imagine creating space between the shoulder blades. Let's come into a neutral spine here. Hands will extend up, take a full breath in. Release your hands off towards the right for a seated spinal twist. So your right hand can grab the back of your chair and just let you move a little bit deeper into the stretch. So as you inhale, feel your spine lengthen. As you exhale, let your twist deepen. Hands will extend up. Take a full breath in here. Release your hands to the left. Maybe gaze off that left shoulder and just see if that helps you guys move yourself a little deeper into your twist. Come back on through to center. Let's take a nice full breath in. Hands will reach and stretch to the sky. Right hand down your back. Left hand draws you into a shoulder opener. Feel that your spine is straight. We don't want to be rounding too much on this one, so let's just try to keep the heart open. Hands reach up, full breath in, left hand down your back, right hand draws you into the stretch. Try to relax your shoulders from your ears. Let's create that space between the ears and the shoulders. Shoulder blades move down your back. Hands sweep out to the sides of the room. Let's take our right hand off towards the left. and left arm draws you into a nice shoulder release. Relax your right ear away from that shoulder. So we're just going to draw that shoulder down. Hands sweep to the sides of the room, full breath in. Left hand to the right. Let that arm go in. Try to relax that left shoulder from your left ear. And release. Let's take our hands out to the sides of the room. We'll try a little wrap this time. Right arm under, left arm over. Reach for opposite shoulders. Press the backs of your hands together. Maybe wrap your arms up and wrap your hands up. You can take your hands up towards the sky if you'd like a little bit more shoulder release. Hands will sweep out to the sides of the room. Breathe here. Left arm under, right arm over. And release. We're going to release our hands onto our shoulders. Let your elbows come forward. Take your elbows up, back, and down. Breathe in. Take the elbows up, back, and down. And then one more time. We're going to inhale. And we'll exhale. Great. Let's draw our palms together. Our fingers will interlock and palms will touch. And now we're just going to do a little circling movement. We're just kind of creating some movement here in the wrist, getting some circulation, blood flowing to your fingertips. And then circle in the other direction. So we'll just reverse that movement. And let's release our hands down alongside our body. We're going to work a little bit with some shoulder shrugs. So draw your shoulders to your ears, create some fists here. We're going to just try to create some tension. And then we're going to let that tension go. Come on up, create that tension. And release. And 3 more times here. Great. Hands up in line with your shoulders. Circle out through your wrist. So maybe find large circles here, maybe find smaller circles. And then flow in the other direction. Hands are going to reach up. Hands in line with shoulders, and then circle. Other direction. Great. We're going to relax our hands down and then do those circles here as well. Other direction. And then we're going to shake those wrists out. Shake out any tension here that is left behind. Excellent. Right leg comes up and over. Let's just cross our legs here. You can always kind of press up just so that you feel grounded evenly through both sides of your body. Take a full breath to lengthen. Fold yourself down as you exhale. You can relax your arms, try to relax your head. And then we're just going to breathe here for a moment. This is nice. You get a little compression of the stomach and get a little compression of the organs, which is good. Let's come on up. We're going to flow on up one vertebrae at a time. Right foot plants, left foot rises up and over. We'll try that on the other side. Give yourself a nice full breath here to lengthen. Fold yourself down, breathe out. And just kind of let those arms dangle down. And just try to relax your body as best as you can into the stretch. Coming on up, we're just going to flow on up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Unwrap your legs, and we'll just find our way back into that seated position. Let's try a little flow for the legs. I know when I'm sitting a lot at the desk, my legs just get so fatigued. So for this one, we're going to start with our right knee. Fingers are going to interlock. So you're just going to reach for the front of your knee, and then we're going to do a little bit of circling. So maybe find large circles here, maybe find smaller circles. Circle in the other direction. We'll just reverse that movement. And then coming into stillness here, let's draw that knee right up into the chest and into the stomach. So you're going to just give that leg a little pull in. Really try to use your arm strength, use your shoulder strength to just draw you deeper into the stretch. And then gently opening that leg off to the right a little bit. So this time it's similar to that last stretch. It's just we're trying to avoid our stomach and our rib cage, and we are trying to pull that knee right into the underarm area. Great. Let's come back to center. We'll just reset the foot, and then left knee draws up when you're ready. And then create those circles, find your movement here. And then circle in the other direction. So just reverse that movement. And then as you come to stillness, we can pull that knee into the chest, give it a nice little hug in. And then gently opening that knee off to the side. And then we're just going to pull that knee in to the underarm area. And then we can gently release that. Let's come on up to stand. And as you come on up to stand, let's take our feet a little bit wider than our hips. And we're just going to sweep the arms side to side. So bringing us into empty coat space. And then as you find stillness here, let's go back to our chair. Let's use the chair as a prop today. So what you're going to do is you want to be able to access your seat. So you just want to have that seat available to us. And to start, take a full breath in. We're going to reach and stretch our hands to the sky. Fold yourself down as you exhale. You can bring your hands right onto the seat. And then begin to shake it out a little bit. So we'll just bend one knee, bend the other knee, and then let your head relax yes and no. So just find a little bit of a gentle, fluid, or organic movement here. And this movement is great for your hamstrings. It's good for your calves. It's going to be great for getting into your low back. As you come into stillness here, let's walk our hands to the right, bringing us into a little bit of a side stretch in our forward fold. Try to reach from your left waist, lengthen that whole side body, arm and finger. Come back to center. Let's take our hands to the other side. Breathe deeply, expand your lungs, expand through your ribs, full breath in, full breath out. Come back to center, back into a fold. If you need to, you can take a bit of a deeper bend into your knees. We're going to lower our stomach down. We're going to lift up through our heart. And then doing a rounding of your back. We're just pressing that chair away, chin to your chest. And then as you exhale, lower your stomach, lift through your heart space. Tailbone lowers, crown of the head lowers. And then just flowing through a cat and dog stretch for a moment. Lengthening as you inhale. Lengthening as you exhale. As you inhale, let your shoulders relax from your ears. We'll create that space between the ears and the shoulders. feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. And then on the exhale, rounding your back. So imagine creating space between the shoulder blades. Coming into a neutral spine here, let's take a deep bend in our right knee. Right hand will plant. Left hand rises to the sky as you exhale. Let's come into a twist. And then as you take your twist here with your in-breath, feel your spine lengthen. On your out-breath, let your twist deepen. Lowering your hand down. Let's change up our legs. Left knee bends, left hand plants. Right hand rises up when you're ready. So this gives us a wonderful twist, an open twist that tends to be a little easier than those closed twists. And this also gives us a really nice IT band stretch. So that's going to be stretching that right leg, that whole outer band tends to get a little tight. So this one is a really wonderful stretch for that. Let's come on back. We are going to lower our stomach down, lift up through your heart, give yourself that back bend. And then a little round of your spine. We're going to come on up to stand, take your hands up towards the sky, breathe in, and then dry your hands at your heart space, breathe out. Let's try a mini sun salutation A. It's just kind of a little flowing movement with the breath, and it's so good for moving the circulation, getting the blood flowing in your body. Hands are going to reach up, breathe in. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold on down. Hands can come to your feet. We're going to lower our stomach. We're going to lift up through our heart. Do your little round of your spine and come on up to stand. Take a full breath in. Hands reach and stretch out. Hands at your heart space as you exhale. Hands extend out. Breathe in. Exhale. Fold yourself down. Lower your stomach. Lift up through the heart. Create that little round of the spine. Come on up to stand. Full breath in. Hands at heart. Full breath out. Inhale. Hands extending up. Exhale. Fold yourself down. Lower the stomach. Lift up the heart. Rounding of the spine. Come on up to stand. Full breath in. Hands at heart. Full breath out. Let's try another one. We're just going to try it without my words. So you can just try to create your movement with your breath and just let your body flow. And then we'll just come into one more, just moving with your breath without my words. Excellent. Let's gently release the hands at the heart space. Give yourself a breath here. We're going to try some balance poses. So if you wanted, you could just take your chair and you could just flip your chair around. And then that way you had a little bit of support if you wanted it. You can always grab onto the wall too. So earlier we tried eagle arms. We did a little wrap in the arms. So let's try the full pose with the wrap on the legs. So for this one, right leg is going to come up and over. And you can have your toes on the ground. You could lift your leg for a half wrap. And you can also try for a full wrap if you'd like. You can wrap your leg all the way around. Right arm is under. So we're going to reach for opposite shoulders. Press the backs of your hands together. Maybe arm drop and hand drop. And this is where that chair comes handy, because if you're feeling not quite so stable in the pose, you can always bring your hand onto the chair for a little bit of support. Let's gently release that one. We're going to unwrap arms, unwrap the legs, left leg up and over, left arm under, and we're going to give that one a try on the other side. So a trick with balancing is to find one spot to focus your concentration, to focus your awareness. And once you find that spot, not letting the eyes shift at all. We'll gently release that one. Let's take our feet a little wider than hips. Arms will unwrap. This time, let's take our hands out nice and wide. And then we're just going to kind of sweep those hands on our back. And you can change with the arms each time. So maybe right arm is on top the first time, and then the left arm is on top, and then just move with your breath here. Great. Gently releasing that. Let's let our hands relax along our body. We're going to take some shoulder straps. So you're going to draw your shoulders up, create some tension, and then release them down. Draw it up, tense, 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 and release. Good. Let's take a shoulder roll. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. And then let's take a moment to grab onto our chair again. And we're going to work a little bit with a knee stretch. So we're going to take our right knee into our chest. Fingers can interlock and then try to support that knee. And then if that's really challenging, you can grab onto your chair. And we'll imagine that we can grow roots from our foot down into the ground. Trying to feel really grounded in that planted foot. You can open your knee off to the side of the room. Give yourself a little hip opener here. And then you can come back to center and you can give yourself a little twist. You're just going to change up those hands and then you can take your knee to the other side and then you'll just give yourself a nice twist for your body. Let's release. We're going to plant that foot down. Opposite knee lifts up when you're ready. You can just interlock the fingers, pull that knee in. Give yourself a breath here. And then knee opens off to the side of the room. Give yourself that breath. Inhale and exhale. Come back through the center. Take your knee off to the other side. And then release. Let's take ourselves back to center. We are going to take our feet a little wider than hips. And then this time, one hand floats forward and one hand floats back. So we're just going to kind of, and then you can relax your hands too. So it doesn't have to look beautiful. We're just going to kind of shake up those arms a little bit. Great. And then let's come on down. We're going to take seated. You can just bring your chair back to how we started our practice together. And scooting towards the edge of your seat, just to help elongate your spine. Coming into 3 shoulder rolls. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. Shoulders up, back, and down. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Give yourself a moment to close your eyes, to connect to your body and your breath. Notice and observe how you feel. Feel your mind relaxed, calm, at ease. Feel your body aligned and balanced. Tension that you may have come to class with, just feeling how that has released with breath and with movement. Letting the eyes open when you are ready. Thank you so much for joining today. It's so great to be here with you and practice chair yoga together. I hope you have a wonderful day and I look forward to seeing you next class. Take care.
Okay, thanks, Melissa.
You're welcome, Dave.